should Jayden Daniels have been in the game that long, and he wouldn't have gotten injured? Should they have kept him in?
Yes, you keep him in.
You were getting a beat down.
All right, so hear me out, Kenzie.
All right, Akeem.
You play to win the game, right? Mm-hmm. They scored a touchdown on the next play. That's 7 minutes left, right? Mm-hmm. If he scored that touchdown, Jayden don't get hurt. Whoop, they score that touchdown. That's 14. You kick an onside kick. If you get it, then you put him back in. He scored within 3 minutes. Now they down 21-31 with 4 minutes left, right? I just seen damn Joe Flacco score 2 touchdowns in 1 minute.
Yep.
So why not? You down 10 points with game still on the line. You play to win the game. Now, if you kick that onside kick and you don't get it, now I probably take him out. And now it's probably, we need this. If we don't get this, we lost. Now I probably take him out. So that probably would have been his last possession if they didn't get the onside kick. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You play to win the game, and when you're a quarterback and you run the ball the way that Jayden Daniels do, you got to deal with running back shit, right? I mean, that's what me and Skip had this conversation, and he said my argument was needed Rose Sparks. You know what I'm saying? He said my argument needed Rose Sparks. And then look what happened. I'm telling you, bro, for that reason right there, that's why I would take Bo over. I don't got to deal with that kind of shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, hey, when you're a quarterback and you do running back shit, you got to deal with running back problems.
Right.
Simple as that, man. So I definitely would have had him in the game, though. I'm going to play until it's all the way out of reach. I think 7 minutes and 30 seconds is a little early to wave the white flag in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
So are you saying he's always going to be hurt?
I don't know if you asked me that on Friday, Skip. I told you, I don't know. You said you don't think he always going to be hurt.
I don't.
And look, he hurt again. So I think if he keep on running like a running back, all right, you always going to have to deal with running back shit.
Don't tell me you were happy that he got hurt, just for the sake of your argument? Or
Skip, I played 12 years, and if you actually look at my games, I probably played 10 and a half years because I missed so many games of injuries. So I never want nobody to get hurt, but my job is different now. My job is to sit on this couch and tell you my honest opinion. And my honest opinion is if quarterbacks fucking run like running backs, then y'all got to deal with running back shit. Simple as that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's a point in the game. I mean, they're getting trounced. It's 38-7. They can't do nothing on offense. And I hear you, but to me, it's getting to that point where you got to yank him. You got to protect your guy. He's nursing a hamstring injury. He's got big injury history now at this point.
Right.
But you can't do nothing on offense. You can't get anything going. I think that's where Dan Quinn's got to be smart. Protect your franchise QB. The whole season hinges on him. Now he's out. They're done. They're dead in the water. So, yeah, I would have loved to see him get pulled there.
Man, I say, but you have him in because if he scored that touchdown, you kick the onside, you don't get it. Now you kind of build some momentum for the next week. You know what I'm saying? He missed, like you said, he been on the shelf. He done missed 4 weeks or whatever he missed, right? You want him to we play like shit. Let's let him build some momentum going into the next game. He done drove down the field. We at the 9-yard line. He scored a touchdown. It's like, all right, that's probably his last possession. Take him out. We built a little momentum going into the next week. That's how this shit go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they left him in there, and now he's done for the season.
Yeah,
exactly.
But also, Richie, you played offense. If they go score that, just say they do score that drive.
They did.
Even for a different reason than what Lieb is saying. You go get points. You're like, all right, we figured something out. Cool. We left the game like that. That's your last possession. That's something that teams do often. Like, hey, let's go out there for one more drive. Let's try and get something going. I know the game's but let's try and get something going. Let's try and put some points on the board. Then you can come sit down. Hindsight is 20/20. Wasn't nobody online, commentators, nobody was screaming, why is he still in? It only was said because he got hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
That can happen on any. What if he got hurt in the first quarter?
But even if they score there, they're still down over 20 points.
It's not about that. It
is about that.
We're trying
the
to build
offense didn't do shit all night.
Well, you would have lost the Bengals game. You would have tapped out, waved the white flag on the Bengals. You were down 2 touchdowns.
You never been on an offense. You never been on an offense where there's nothing going, and y'all like, you know what? We're gonna give y'all one more drive and see if we get something going. It ain't about the win. Let's see if we can get something going, some momentum, and then y'all come have a seat.
The momentum was dead. It was over. They didn't do anything all game.
But what I'm saying is,
that's the whole point of why you leave him in. We ain't did shit all game.
So let's try and get something going. But it's not about finishing.
He's got a big injury history. He's just been on the shelf for 3 weeks with a hamstring. The coach has to start thinking about it.
That's why.
7.5 to go. The coach has to start thinking, listen, our season rests with this guy.
Exactly.
He's got a
It
bad
does.
hamstring.
So that's the whole
So we
reason
get
I'm
him.
play
We get
though,
him this
Richie.
last drive. Let's see if we get something going. If it's a 3 and out or whatever, he get out the field. You done. But it's one more drive. It's 7 minutes left.
They had that mindset, and look where we're at now.
That could have happened in the first quarter. You're saying that because he got hurt. Nobody was saying this when he was still in. We're saying it now because he got hurt. What happens if that same run happens in the first quarter and he messes his elbow up? What are we going to say then? It's football.
What about
This
his
can happen.
mindset?
It's football.
Right.
What about
That's
his
what happens in
mindset?
football.
His mindset, if I don't like it, I take
He's
off and run.
competitor.
His mindset should
Yeah,
be,
so that's why
we didn't get nothing going.
No.
On to the next one.
But
We
that's
got-
why we're in
we
this,
got-
that's why
we
we're
got
in
a
this
bunch of
situation
games
we're
left.
in right now. Is because his mindset, if I don't like it, I take off and run like a running back.
Right. You gotta protect
So
him.
when you do that,
You gotta protect
when
him.
your mindset is like
He
that,
has-
you got to
As-
deal with running back shit.
As the head
The
coach,
coach has to
you have
protect him?
the coach has to protect
So
the
when he's
franchise
running, he
quarterback.
don't have the mindset, let me just slide and get down. You just said he has
He's gotta
injury
protect
history. He got a
himself.
knee issue and a hamstring issue.
Right.
Why are you still trying to get extra yards? Just get down.
Exactly.
Slide
And
and
that's
take
where
a
the
sack.
head coach has to step in and say, I know my guy's going to go out there and extend plays and run and put himself at risk of injury.
Right.
We're down 38-7. We've got nothing going. Both sides of the ball look terrible. Time to get him out.
Skip, how are you feeling?
So Mike Sando had a great stat in The Athletic this morning. 6 times over the last 5 years, teams have been down 31 early fourth quarter and toward the end. And in all 6 cases in the NFL, including one involving your guy Bo Nix last year at Baltimore, all 6 times the quarterback who started finished the game. So it's routine in the NFL. You
go.
just let them finish the game. Bo Nix was down last year 41-10 early fourth quarter at Baltimore. 41-10, and Sean Payton said, "You stay out there and finish this up."
Right.
Yeah.
Now, he's
Right.
a rookie,
That's
and
how
he had
the
not been
NFL
hurt.
works.
So I
That's how
give
it
you
works.
that.
Richie know that.
But he's a rookie. He needs the reps.
Okay.
Jayden Daniels doesn't need those
Oh,
reps.
Jayden
don't
Daniels
need
is here
reps.
too.
He didn't-
And then
how many games
you know
did
why
he
he
miss?
did? He just
He
missed
brought
the
him
month.
to the NFC Championship last
But
year.
he just
He
missed
haven't
the month
played
of
this
football.
year. He haven't played yet, so he don't need the reps.
But you've seen enough out of Jayden Daniels. Get him
What
out of
have
the
we
game.
seen from him this year?
Not much.
Exactly.
Not much.
He's trying to let him get in that rrhythm. He's trying to let him find that rhythm, bro.
We
You done
got-
missed the
let's
month
one
of
more
football.
drive.
Let's finish this drive.
You
score
let
a
him get
touchdown.
rhythm in the second and third quarter and into the fourth. They're
But he
doing
didn't do
nothing.
shit. He didn't find that
Exactly.
rhythm. Exactly.
So, hey,
Exactly. So he finally
so
found that
how
rhythm.
do
He
we know
drove down.
that?
Hold on. He drove down the field. You get to the 8-yard line. You like, all right, I'm gonna let him score the touchdown. Maybe he found that little rhythm.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take him out.
For sure.
And he got hurt at the end of that drive.
Right.
So he wasn't early. It wasn't time to wave the white flag.
But you're agreeing with me that he has to come out of that game. Let's say they score
After
on
that drive, I'm
Yes.
gonna onside kick it, and if I don't get it, all right, Jalen, you done. If I get it, I'm
So
gonna send him out there
we're
again,
speak-
get
we're
some more
speaking the
momentum.
same language that you have
Exactly.
to protect him against himself.
Right.
But it
And
was
as
too
a head
early,
coach-
though.
But
With
everybody
7 minutes
said
and
he
30
shouldn't have
seconds
been
left.
in then,
Right.
period.
But I agree. They go down and score. They get the onside kick. You yank him out of that game.
If y'all don't get the onside
Just
kick.
remember, last year, he was the clutchest quarterback late in games we've ever seen.
So you
He
never
was
know
like
what he can
out of
do.
his mind. He was Magic Man last year. So again, I'm going to give him a chance to finish that drive and
Me too.
score because they did on the next play.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know this is college football, but my school, Vanderbilt, was down 31-10 at Texas going to the fourth quarter. And my little quarterback, Diego Pavia, who runs like a madman, scores 21 in the fourth, and we get it to 34-31. It happens all the time. I know
Right.
it's college to pro. But this kid, of any kid out there, can do this. He was playing decent, not bad. Remember, he's surrounded by crap everywhere. That team is a mess. That they
You gotta
tried to
stop
go.
calling NFL guys
Okay,
crap. Like,
but
the
listen,
NFL players,
I-
2,000 of them in the world.
You don't say anybody's trash on this show. Every other.
I mean, but
word.
you know, all right,
Okay.
you're right.
Okay. Yeah, you do. Thank you. Thank you.
It's levels to this shit. You're right.
Okay,
Skip.
okay, I'll change crap to trash
All
then,
right.
because they went veteran, and they just look old to me, and it's like Jayden or bust. And I was having a good time last night just watching him try to make it interesting. But to your point, Kingsbury, and I thought Dan Quinn was kind of throwing Kingsbury, easing him under the bus with what he was saying. Maybe we shouldn't have, but it was an option play, but it was a handoff flat pass option play. So it's not an RPO where you can keep it, but he gets that they're all over him all night, obviously, and he's got a man right in his face, and so he just takes off running because that's what he does as well as any. He's in Lamar's class as a runner to me, and to your point, his body's a little willowy to me. He's a little slender, built.
Flimsy.
Okay, and yeah, it's dangerous for him to run like that as much as he runs unless he gets down quick, and he hasn't learned to get down quick. It's kind of like RG3 was in his first couple.
Very
And to your point,
Yeah.
we've seen crazy things happen.
Yeah.
That was the Sunday night game. I remember I grew up a Bucs fan. I remember
Yeah.
the year after they won the Super Bowl, they was up 3 scores
Yeah.
on the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts scored 3 touchdowns in 3 minutes and
happened.
came back and won the game.
Yeah.
It happens.
So
man.
why didn't Peyton come out the game? You know why? Because when you're in, you say, you know what? Let's see if we can get something going and
it.
then go from there. It was 3 minutes left. I know anybody who's a Bucs fan that's gonna see this. They feel the same way I feel. I was devastated because this is the Bucs. This is when the Bucs defense. This is right the year after they won the Super Bowl. So they still the Bucs, and they gave that up. So anything can happen at the end of the game. It's always hindsight. It's 2020. You look back like, why was he in the game? Well, because that's NFL football. You leave them in, you try and get something going, and then once you say, all right, that's enough, then you come out. Some coaches, like you said, you just finish the game.
Yeah.
You're still a competitor.
Now the season's over. It's done.
The season could have been over in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's
It could have. It could have. Should have.
that was the
But
result.
hindsight, we in this position.
Aaron Rodgers got hurt on the 4th play of the
It-
season last
You
year.
don't know
2
that. You
seasons
don't know
ago.
that's gonna happen though, Rich.
But now that we know what happened, and now that we know the season is over for them, don't you wish you would have taken him out? Absolutely.
When
that's
Richie
easy.
becomes
Well,
the
if-
head
if-
coach,
Absolutely.
we know
Yeah.
You know what I
Richie's
mean?
gonna tap
You know
out
how
with
many
8 minutes to
mistakes
go in
you
the
made in
fourth
life
quarter.
where you say, I wish I would have? I mean, like, it's you. Of course, you looking back like,
I'm
dang, I
not
wish.
sending my son to play for Richie because he's gonna tap out with 8 minutes to go in the fourth. He just gonna say, "Fuck it, we lost."
No question.
I don't want my kids playing for you.
Down 38-7. Yeah, you got a chance to win it. All right. Yeah. Okay.
I don't want my kids playing for you, man. I don't like it. We gonna wave the white flag. 8 minutes to go in the fourth.
That's not waving the white flag. That's
That
protecting
is.
your franchise quarterback, who you know is fragile.
But we seen
He
guys
is
come back.
fragile.
We've seen it all. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it all.
38-7. It's a wrap. They haven't done anything all night. Now your franchise quarterback's hurt.
And blame it on the
hot
quarterback,
seat.
right? I mean, blame it on the coach, right?
Not blaming it on the coach, but now we're sitting here. Jayden Daniels is done for the season. What help is he to the team now? I wish that Jayden Daniels would be in the lineup next week. but
You
we
wish
love-
that he would have faked that RPO and threw that flat like Coach called, right?
Yep.
He got to take accountability for his damn
He's
self.
got to protect himself
Exactly.
too. Absolutely.
That's what I'm
We can't
saying,
put it on the
man.
coach.
himself.
It's
That's all I'm
football.
saying. We can't put it on
But
the
as
coach.
a head coach, you know he's not going to protect himself. You know
How-
he's going to put himself in harm's way. So that's why.
How many
That's why you
times
call
have
an
you-
RPO flat play. That's why you call that play, because I know he's not going to get down if I call a regular
Yeah.
RPO where he can run it. So let me call an RPO where he got to throw it to, either give it to him or throw it to the flat. And he still decided to be a running back.
Why don't you
did.
turn around and just hand the ball off? You're all the way down there. Turn around,
that shit,
hand
that
the ball
that
off.
was running to a brick wall
It's
all
a freak
day.
accident, man.
Well, Rich,
Yeah.
I'm not going to agree with you, but the chat is. 70% of the chat says he should have not been in the game. I am with the other guys on
Ask
this.
the
Thank you,
chat.
chat.
Ask the chat how many people said that before the injury. Nobody.
Yeah, right.
Nobody was saying, get him out the game.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now the Commanders will be bottom of the barrel NFC with the Giants.
Yeah. Well, now let's look at the Seahawks because they are tied with the best record in the NFC right now. 6